Yes. Okay. This is the 2 a.m. initial appearance calendar for November the 12th, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. Okay. Now, we're going to just start the initial appearances in just a moment. Also, I just wanted to remind all of you that, I know that you've heard the spiel right now, but I'm going to go over some of the release conditions. I will not be going over all of them, but if I give you release conditions, they will be written down. So I will go over some of them, but you are responsible for all of the written release conditions. So do not lose your paperwork and be sure to review them, okay? All right, so we shall start with, let me get on to Maria Vasquez and Isaiah Sampson to the chair. Oh, hold on, let me quickly take a look at this warrant. Yeah, just go to there. Record, please. Thank you. And actually, let me just quickly mark this as done. Great. Okay. So, could you please state your name?
Maria Andrea Vasquez.
Thank you. Your date of birth?
March 19, 1977.
Thank you. You are being charged with one count of transporting and or selling dangerous drugs as a Class 2 felony, and happening on September the 19th of 2025. The financial information I have do not have that you are indigent, so I'm not appointing counsel at this time. However, if you want to have another judge review that again, you can ask another judge to review that. You have a status conference set on November the 18th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on November the 21st at 8:30 a.m. That will be at 175 West Madison Street at the South Tower. I'm setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $25,000, that if you are to make bond, you'll be released on pretrial services with electronic monitoring to be installed before you are released, and curfew restrictions would be determined by your pretrial officer. You are not to possess any sort of weapons and anything else beyond your paperwork, but basically, you're not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription, do not drive without a motor vehicle without a valid license, and be sure to provide court with your proof of your local address.
Okay, I was not ever...
Okay, you do not want to talk about your case because everything's being recorded. However, I am appointing counsel that will be able to, oh no, I'm not appointing counsel. So you can always hire your own counsel if you'd like to do so. Okay, but you can go to your left and get your paperwork. Isaiah Sampson, please come to the podium. Abdullah Ali, please go to the chair. Okay, hello, sir. Can you please state your full name?
Isaiah Sampson.
Your middle name is Anthony?
Yes.
And your date of birth?
10/17/1999.
Thank you. You are being charged with one count of disorderly conduct with a weapon or instrument as a Class 6 felony. I also did not find that you were indigent. So again, if you overheard me tell the other person that if you felt that, that you, like maybe circumstances also change. So that if you do need to have counsel appointed, you can ask another judge later on to be able to appoint your counsel. But at this time, when I reviewed the paperwork, it didn't seem that you were indigent. So I'm not appointing counsel at this time. I am, however, you have a status conference set on November the 18th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing set on November the 21st at 8:30. That will also be at the South Tower. You have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $50,000. If you are to be released, you'll be released on pretrial services to be installed before you are released from the jail, and any curfew would be determined by your pretrial officer. Okay? You are not to initiate contact with any alleged victims or the arresting officers, which actually are also considered victims. So, okay, just any other terms are on your paperwork. Good luck. Abdullah Ali, please come to the podium. Dion Bostic, please go to the chair. Hello, sir. Could you please state your full name?
Abdullah Ali.
And your middle name is Amar? Is your middle name Amar?
Yeah.
Okay, and your date of birth?
February 5th, 2004.
Thank you. You are being charged with 2 counts of disorderly conduct with a weapon or instrument as a Class 6 felony, 1 count of threatening or intimidating as a Class 1 misdemeanor, 1 count of criminal damage as a Class 2 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for these charges. You have, I am appointing counsel to represent you. You have a status conference set on November the 18th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on November the 21st at 8:30 a.m. And I'm setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $25,000. And if you are to be released, that you be placed on pretrial services with electronic monitoring to be determined, with electronic monitoring to be installed before you are released from the jail, with curfew to be determined by your pretrial officer. Okay?
You said it was $25,000 bond?
Yes,
Oh.
secured appearance bond. Okay, so you can use a bonding company. All right? And you are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. You're not to initiate contact with the alleged victims. Now, one thing is that it looked to me, I believe that this is family related. You are not, and I couldn't tell, I believe that you may reside with the victim. You may not reside in the same location as any alleged victim, nor go to the alleged victim's residence, even if you are an owner or renter of the residence. If you have a common residence with any victim, you must find an alternate residence and you must provide proof of a new address to the court at your next court date. One civil standby with a law enforcement officer is permitted to collect your belongings. Okay? Mm-hmm. So you must find a new place to live if you live with the victim. Okay? All right. You can go to your left and get that paperwork. Number for Dion Bostic, please come to the podium. Michael Prado, please go to the chair. Hello.
Hello.
Can you please state your name?
Dion Bostic.
And your middle name is Christopher?
Yes.
And that is, your date of birth is January the 17th? I'm sorry, you tell me.
January 17, 2006. Ma'am.
Thank you. And you are being charged with 1 count of disorderly conduct with a weapon or instrument as a Class 6 felony. I am appointing counsel to represent you. You have a status conference set on November the 18th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing set on November the 21st at 8:30. You have a secured appearance bond in the amount of $10,000, where if you can make that bond, I'm going to be releasing you on pretrial services to be installed before you are released from the jail, and any curfew would be determined by your pretrial officer. Also, for you not to initiate any contact with any alleged victims, and you're not to possess any weapons. Okay? Michael Prado, please come to the podium. Okay, thank you, sir. Could you please state your full name?
Michael Sabino Prado,
Thank you, and your date of birth?
March 31st, 1976.
Thank you. Now, you are being charged with 1 count of using an artifice or intent with facilitation shoplifting as a Class 4 felony, 1 count of shoplifting removal of goods as a Class 6 felony, and 1 count of knowingly displaying false license plate as a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for these charges. I am appointing counsel to represent you. You have a status conference set on November the 18th at 8:30 a.m. and preliminary hearing set on November the 21st at 8:30 a.m. I'm setting a secured appearance bond in your case in the amount of $7,500. If you are to be released, you'll have I want you to be released on pretrial services to be installed before you are released from the jail, with a curfew to be determined by your pretrial officer. You're not to return to the scene of the alleged crime, nor to initiate contact with any arresting officers. Do not possess drugs without a valid prescription. Do not drive a motor vehicle without a valid license. And provide the court with proof of your local address. You do have you're Mr. Prado, correct? Just double checking, you're Mr. Prado?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just double checking. Okay, then you have another case, number 12, also on our docket. That's warrant for your arrest. It is a direct complaint. 1 count of shoplifting, removal of goods as a Class 4 felony. I did not have to find probable cause because probable cause has already been found. However, I am appointing counsel to represent you. You have a status conference set on November the 18th at 8:30 a.m. in that case, and a preliminary hearing set for November the 21st at 8:30 a.m. in that. And I am setting a secured appearance bond in that case in the amount of $500, which was the recommendation. Okay, so if you just go to your left, you'll get to that paperwork. Corey Weber, please come to the podium. Valerie Rojas, please go to the chair. Weber. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Sir, you are being charged with 1 count of artifice, intent with the facilitation of shoplifting as a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of organized retail theft as a Class 4 felony. I did find probable cause for these charges. I am appointing counsel to represent you. You have a status conference set on November the 18th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on November the 21st at 8:30 a.m. I'm setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $7,500. And if you are to be released, you are to be released on pretrial services to be installed before you are released from jail, and curfew to be determined by your pretrial officer. You are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. Do not initiate contact with any complainant or witness or the arresting officers. Okay, if you go to your left to get your paperwork. Valerie Rojas, please come to the podium. Jose Valdez, please go to the chair. Hello, could you please state your full name?
Valerie Rojas.
And your middle name is Christine?
Yes.
And your date of birth?
June 26, 1975.
Thank you. You are being charged with 1 count of organized retail theft of merchandise as a Class 4 felony. I did find that probable cause. I am appointing the legal defender's office for you because you have a co-defendant. I believe Mr. Prado is your co-defendant. You have a status conference set on November the 18th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set for November the 21st at 8:30 a.m. I'm setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $2,500, which is what the state was recommending. I actually was initially thinking of something a little more, but the state is only recommending $2,500. If you do make that bond, I am releasing you on pretrial services to be installed before you are released from the jail, and any curfew would be determined by your pretrial officer. You also are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. You are not to initiate contact with the alleged complainant or witness. Oh, and yes, you are not to have contact with any co-defendant. I believe his also states that he's not having contact with you as well. Okay, go to your left to get your paperwork. Jose Valdez, please come to the podium. Frederick Carter, please go to the chair. Let me. And so you are. What's your name, please?
Jose Manuel Valdez,
Thank you. Your date of birth?
March 13, 1984.
Thank you. You have a warrant for violating your probation, and I am appointing counsel to represent you. You have probation revocation hearings set on November the 19th at 8:30 a.m. and a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. If you do get released, be sure to contact your probation officer within 24 hours. Okay? Just go to your left and get your paperwork. Frederick Carter, please come to the podium. Daniel Dorgan, please go to the chair. Hello, sir. Could you please state your full name?
Frederick Imani Carter,
Thank you. And your date of birth?
7/19/1993.
Thank you. Now, you have two cases before me today, and they both have the same name and date of birth, and they are both for warrant for violating probation. I'm going back to number 14, and then, as stated, it's a warrant for violating your probation. I am appointing counsel to represent you. You have probation revocation hearings set on November the 19th at 8:30 a.m. and a secured appearance bond in the amount of $150. And that is the same on the next case as well. Warrant for violating probation. I'm appointing counsel to represent you. Probation revocation hearings set on the same date and time, November the 19th at 8:30 a.m. and the secured appearance bond is the same amount, $150. Okay? If you do get released, be sure to contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
Okay.
All right, go to your left to get that paperwork. Daniel Dorgan, please come to the podium. Benjamin Treviso, please go to the chair.
Hi, Your Honor. How are you?
Hello. Could you please state your full name?
Daniel Allen Dorgan,
Thank you. Your date of birth?
02/25/1987.
Thank you. You have one count of criminal damage. It's a Class 6 felony. I did find that there was probable cause for that charge. I am appointing counsel to represent you. You have a status conference set on November the 18th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on November the 21st at 8:30 a.m. I'm setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $750. You are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. You're not to initiate contact with any alleged complainant or witness or any of the arresting officers. You are also not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription. Go to your left to get your paperwork.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Dorian, you just have one. So
Okay.
Sorry, the next person has two. Mr. Treviso, please come to the podium. Angel Santiana, please go to the chair. Hello, sir. Could you please state your full name?
Benjamin Edward Treviso, Jr.,
Okay. And your date of birth?
12/3/1985.
All right. Now, you have two cases before me today, and they both have this. Well, they're both Benjamin Edward Treviso, and they both have the same date of birth. All right, so I'll go with number 18. First, it is a new case that is going to be going into Goodyear Municipal Court. It is for one count of disorderly conduct, fighting as a Class 1 misdemeanor, and one count of assault as a Class 3 misdemeanor, touching to injure. No. If you remain in custody, you'll be appointed at the next hearing. You have an arraignment set on November the 19th at 8:30 a.m. I'm setting a secured appearance bond in this case in the amount of $50. And also, it seems to me, I believe that you were fighting with your brother, is that my understanding?
Yes.
Couldn't tell if you lived at the same residence.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, you cannot reside at the same location as any alleged victim, nor go to the alleged victim's residence, even if you are owner or resident or renter of the residence. If you have a common residence with any victim, you must find an alternate residence, and you must provide proof of a new address to the court at your next court date. One civil standby law enforcement officer is permitted to collect belongings. Now, later on, a judge could change that, condition, but at this moment, I don't want you being able to live in that address with the victim. In your other case, you have a warrant for failing to show up for court in Superior Court, and so the underlying charges were from one count of possessing or using a narcotic drug as a Class 4 felony, and one count of possessing or using drug paraphernalia as a Class 6 felony. Those offense dates were from June 16th of 2022. And so you have a warrant in the security. You had counsel already appointed, but I'm going to reappoint counsel because it's been so long. So you have so I'm appointing the Maricopa County Public Defender's Office. You have status conference set on November the 18th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on November the 21st at 8:30 a.m. I am going to just affirm the bond in that case, which was $500. Okay. So again, if you can make your bond, just main thing is that you just need to find a different place to live, and then just make sure that both courts know what your actual address is going to be, okay? So that you can make sure that you have good contact with the court with what your address will be. So you need to keep an updated address. So let's say that you were able to then go back to your other address, then you need to make sure that both courts know where you're going to be staying.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? And the main thing is also just show up for court.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So if you go to your left, or get your paperwork. Angel Santiana, please come to the podium. Julio Gutierrez, please go to the chair. Hello, sir. Could you please state your full name?
Angel Xavier Cordova Santiana.
Thank you so much for saying it off.
No problem.
In your date of birth?
August 18th, 1998.
All right. Now, you have a warrant for failing to show up for court, and your underlying charges are 2 counts of trafficking in stolen property in the second degree as a Class 3 felony, and 1 count of theft, controlling stolen property as a Class 6 felony. The offense dates on those were March 11th, 2023 and April 27th of 2023. Probable cause had already been found. So I don't need to make it. I am appointing counsel to represent you since it had been a while since the warrant has been outstanding. You have a status conference set on November the 18th at 8:30 a.m. and I am just affirming the bond amount in $500. Okay. If you go to your left, there's that paperwork. Julio Gutierrez, please come to the podium. Adrian Garcia Flores, please go to the chair. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Could you please state your name?
Julio Gutierrez?
And is your middle initial F?
What's that?
Is your middle initial F?
Yeah.
Okay, your date of birth?
2/27/91.
All right, now you have a warrant for violating your probation. I'm appointing, it looks as though you have existing counsel and your probation has just been short time period. So I think that you should still be having, or maybe was this where you had private counsel? Let me take a look at the warrant again. It looks like you were just on probation. You just got placed on probation like in May, so your probation your attorney should still be, I would think that your attorney should still be around. So I'm not ordering new counsel since I think that you still have counsel. Just to be on the safe side, I'm going to reappoint some counsel, so we just need to do new paperwork. Oh, wait a minute, no, it said that you had Rick Tosto as your attorney. Is that private counsel?
Yeah.
Okay, so then Is he still your attorney, or like, did he have did your representation agreement stated like the key finished at the end of the case before?
I think you finished.
It finished it? Okay, then, are you able to hire counsel?
Yeah.
You will, okay, then I'll just, I'm not going to appoint counsel since you have either existing counsel or you're going to hire other counsel. Okay. So, do you want me just to put down the fact that you are not indigent and so you're able to hire other counsel?
Oh, no.
Oh, no, you're going, so. Okay.
The last one I didn't hire, they just appointed him to me.
Oh, he was
Yeah.
appointed to you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to, he's been appointed to you? Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to just reappoint counsel,
Okay.
just to be on the safe side. Okay, and then I'm going to just affirm the bond amount in the amount of $500. Okay?
All right.
If you do get released, be sure to contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I'm re-signing right now. Did it click, or do I need to re-sign? Did it? Yeah. Okay. All right. So if you just go to your left, you'll be getting that paperwork. Okay, if I just call the next person? Okay, if I just call the next person? Okay. That is on Julio Garcia. Yeah. Adrian Garcia Flores, please come to the podium. Justin Irby, please go to the chair. Hello, sir. Could you please state your full name?
Adrian Garcia Flores,
Thank you. Your date of birth?
April 22nd, 2002.
Thank you. You have a new case for El Mirage Municipal Court. It is for one count of disobeying or resisting an order or mandate of the court as a Class 1 misdemeanor. Happening today, I did find that there was probable cause for this charge. I am not appointing counsel for you because I'm going to be releasing you on your own recognizance. You have an arraignment set on December the 2nd at 8:30 a.m.
Okay.
Okay? And now, your own recognizance means that I'm going to be releasing you on your promise to appear for court.
Yeah.
You need to make sure that you appear for court. You are not to return, however, you are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. You're not to initiate contact with the alleged victims. You are not to have any physical contact with the alleged victims whatsoever. You're not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription. And you must obey by the terms of the order of protection issued by the court.
That's fine.
Okay?
Yep.
All right, if you go to your left, we'll get that paperwork.
Thank you.
Justin Irby, please come to the podium. Desiree Priego, please go to the chair. Hello, sir. Could you please state your full name?
Hello, my name is Justin Isaiah Irby. My date of birth is March 27th, 1997.
Thank you. You have an arrest warrant by Superior Court. It is for one count of aggravated assault on an officer as a Class 4 felony and one count of resisting arrest using physical force as a Class 6 felony with an offense date of August the 20th of 2024. Since it's as already an arrest warrant, I did not, probable cause is already found, so it's not for me to make. I am appointing counsel to represent you. You have status conference set on November the 25th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on December the 2nd at 8:30 a.m. And I'm going to be releasing you on your own recognizance. The bond amount was only for $50, and it's low enough to where I believe it's just where just like get you in here, let you know about the charges.
Yeah, I didn't.
So,
yeah.
I understand. It seemed like you didn't know about the charges. So I'm going to be releasing you and giving you the opportunity to show up for court. Okay?
Appreciate that.
So just make sure that you show up. You are not to initiate contact with the alleged victims. You are not to have any physical contact with them. You're not to contact the arresting officers. You are not to possess a weapon. Do you understand that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I don't even have one.
Don't problem. Just go to your left to get your paperwork.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
You too. Desiree Priego, please come to the podium. Perel Hezlet, please go to the chair. Hello. Could you please state your full name?
Desiree Priego?
Your middle name is Yvette?
Yes.
And your date of birth?
It's 11/12/01.
Thank you. You have a new case out of Goodyear Municipal Court. It is for one count of assault as a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find that there was probable cause for this charge. I'm not appointing counsel at this time. You have an arraignment set on November the 26th at 1 p.m., and I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. However, you are not to initiate contact with the alleged victim. You are not to initiate contact with the arresting officers. Also, you are not to reside at the same location as any alleged victim or go to the alleged victim's residence, even if you are an owner or renter of the residence. You must find an alternate residence, and you must provide proof of a new address to the court as your next court date if you do live with the alleged victim. I couldn't tell if you did or not.
I don't.
Okay, then it won't apply to you. Okay.
I do have a question. He does have my car. I don't live with him or anything. I don't have anything else at his
Okay, well,
place.
I don't want you going back to that place. You can have someone else go pick up your car.
Just anyone can pick it up. Just
Yeah, as long as they don't have it, like order of protection against
Right.
them going to that place or something.
right.
Then yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can give them your keys or whatever to go and get your car.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, as long as, I don't know if maybe they had it impounded or something, so you need it, I don't know if that,
Well, they said that they were gonna let him drive off with it. They took my key out of my pocket and
okay.
gave it.
Well, obviously, I have no idea about what happened there.
Right.
So that doesn't make sense. They would just let him take your property if it was your property.
Yeah, they said he had permission beforehand, so it was a civil matter.
Okay, then I don't know, then I don't think you can just go and get that property.
Right.
I think you need to go through like small claims court if it's like under the threshold, or you need to go to, civil court to get that property back.
Okay.
Okay? You have to that's something you just have to like look into and check, but I cannot give legal advice.
Right.
Okay? But I do know that I cannot tell you that you can go and pick something up if it is not actually your property. Like it's not something that is just out and out where you're able to get it.
Okay.
It sounds like I have no idea. I would just say that if there's some sort of lawsuit there, then maybe a civil lawsuit situation.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay? All right, but yeah, you can go to your left and get your paperwork. Make sure you show up for court. And that's going to be going to court at Goodyear Municipal Court. Terrell Hazlitt, please come to the podium. Fareed, oh, actually, are we in? No, we're not at the. She's going to be our last one, and then we're going to go to the interpreters? Correct. Okay. Thank you. Could you please state your full name?
Hi, how are you? My name is Pharrell Dorian Hazlitt,
Okay, thank you. Your date of birth?
070695.
Thank you. And you have a new case out of Surprise Municipal Court. It is for one count of shoplifting, removal of goods as a misdemeanor, class 1 misdemeanor, and one count of shoplifting, concealment as a class 1 misdemeanor. Happening today, I did find that there was probable cause for these charges. I'm not appointing counsel at this time. You have an arraignment set on December the 9th at 1:30 p.m., and I'm going to be releasing you on your own recognizance. However, you are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. You are not to initiate contact with any complainant or witness or the officers, and not to possess drugs without a valid prescription or drive without a valid license. If you go to your left, you'll get your paperwork.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
God bless. Have a great.
You too. And we're doing the Farsi one first, is what you said?
I'm still trying to get a Farsi interpreter.
Yeah. Well, we need to, we have time to send them to the 5 a.m. if we have to try to.
They just have me on.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to look at the warrant while we're doing this. And there's also a removal request as well. Okay, let's see. Okay, hold on. Did I do this? Did I already grant this? No, I did not. Yeah.
The DUI warrant they just resent it just because there was an error on their end.
For which one? For Methany?
Yes, on their end.
Okay. Then let me go back.
And then
Maybe that was what the thing was, because it's like, because I'm like, didn't I already do that one?
yeah. And then for Rosenberger,
Oh, well, actually, they just did a return, though, on that. Okay, or this is in progress. Let me, okay. Yes, okay, I thought I already saw this. Okay, let me, okay. Yeah, I thought it was like, didn't I already do it? 549 264. Thanks, because I'm thinking, like, did I go crazy? Hello, officer. This is Commissioner Hunt again. So, yes, this is apparently the same case, just that there's some sort of mix-up on something regarding Sear White. Okay. So, yeah, if I can just swear you in again. Do you swear or affirm that the information contained in the affidavit and warrant is true and accurate to the best of your personal knowledge, information, and belief? Okay, then I am granting it there. You're welcome. Have a good night. Bye. Okay, we'll mark that. You will, okay. Let me look at this real quick. Oh, this one's also back to me. Huh.
Rosenberger.
Yeah.
Well, he did a typo for the address.
Typo for the address, okay.
Yeah.
So let me. Thanks for letting me understand why I'm seeing the same facts. 9906. Hello, officer. This is Commissioner Hunt with Initial Appearance in Court again. Hello. Yeah, my judicial assistant was telling me that apparently there was a mix-up with the address. No, well, yeah, I'm glad you noted that. So just again, let me just swear you in again. Do you swear or affirm that the information contained in the affidavit and warrant is true and accurate to the best of your personal knowledge, information, and belief? Okay, so I'm granting it again. There you go. So, oh, you're welcome. Just I'm glad that you noticed it and you got it fixed. Okay. All right. Bye-bye. Okay.
Commissioner, I have a Spanish interpreter.
Okay.
I'm going to connect them.
Okay. Let me. Oh my gosh.
Community supervision.
Okay, that's kind of by. So we're going to do, oh, you switched them. Okay, thank you. Okay, then we call Luis Carlos Jacobo. Hello, sir.
Hello?
Do we have the interpreter?
Yes.
No.
Oh.
Just check.
Yes, hello, I am on the line.
Oh, thank you. Could you please state your name and badge number if you aren't part of the court staff?
Yes, of course, my name is Claudia, and my ID is 2124. And if I may just very briefly introduce myself to the gentleman?
Oh, please. Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, señor. Bueno, buenas noches. Yo seré su intérprete. Interpretaré todo lo que se diga y lo mantendré confidencial. Un momento, por favor. All right, ma'am. Go ahead. Interpreter's ready to begin.
Oh, thank you. Sir, can you please state your full name?
Muy bien, señor. ¿Me puede dar usted su nombre completo, por favor?
Luis Carlos Jacobo.
It's Luis Carlos Jacobo.
Your date of birth?
¿Y cuál es su fecha de nacimiento?
Abril 12, 71.
It's April 12th of 1971.
Thank you. You have an arrest warrant at a Superior Court.
Bueno, muy bien, muchas gracias. Tiene usted lo que es una orden de arresto por parte de el Tribunal Superior.
It is for one count of possessing or using dangerous drugs as a Class 4 felony and one count of possessing or using drug paraphernalia as a Class 6 felony.
Entonces es para lo que es una acusación de lo que es estar en posesión de lo que son drogas peligrosas, que es un delito grave de clase 4, y también el segundo cargo es por estar en posesión de lo que es la parafernalia, señor, que viene siendo I'm sorry, ma'am, that was a class 6 felony, right?
Yes, the first one was a Class 4, the second one was a Class 6.
Yes. Entonces, la primera acusación es clase 4, un delito grave de clase 4. La segunda acusación es lo que es clase 6, igual lo que es un delito grave de clase 6.
The offense date for both of them are March 17th of 2025.
Las fechas de las ofensas de estos dos cargos, señor, se llevó a cabo el día 17 de marzo del 2025.
I am appointing counsel to represent you.
Entonces yo le voy a asignar a un representante, señor, para que lo pueda representar.
You have a status conference set on November the 18th at 8:30 a.m.
Entonces tiene usted lo que es programada una conferencia de estatus el día 18 de noviembre a las 8:30 de la mañana.
And a preliminary hearing set for November the 21st at 8:30 a.m.
También tiene usted, I'm sorry, ma'am, that was November the 21st at 8:30, you said, right?
At 8:30, yes.
Okay, thank you. También tiene usted lo que es una audiencia preliminaria programada para el día 21 de noviembre a las 8:30 de la mañana.
That will be at Superior Court in Phoenix at 175 West Madison Street.
Entonces, ubicada en lo que es el Tribunal Superior en Phoenix, el domicilio es 175 Oeste por la calle Madison.
I'm setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500.
Entonces, también voy a programar lo que es una fianza asegurada de $500.
You are not to initiate contact with the arresting officers.
Usted no debe de tener contacto con los oficiales que lo arrestaron.
You are not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription.
También usted no debe de estar en posesión de ningún tipo de droga sin receta.
You're not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license.
También usted no debe de manejar lo que es un vehículo sin tener lo que es una licencia de conducir válida.
You must continue to provide the court with proof of your local address.
También usted debe de continuar manteniendo o dándole al tribunal lo que es evidencia de su dirección.
And you must submit to a 10-point fingerprint at the arresting police department.
También usted debería de presentarse en el departamento de policía donde arrestante para que le puedan hacer lo que son las huellas de los dedos.
So that's the information. So if you do get released, be sure to show up for court.
Entonces, esta es la información, señor. Si usted es liberado, solamente asegúrese de presentarse a sus citas de tribunal.
Okay, if you go to your left, you'll get your paperwork.
Bueno, puede usted pasar aquí a su mano izquierda para que le entreguen sus documentos.
Gracias.
Thank you.
And thank you, interpreter. Really appreciate your help.
You're welcome. If nothing further, interpreter will disconnect. Thank you for calling Lionbridge. Interpreter 2124 disconnecting. Bye-bye.
Okay, goodbye. Oh, great. Then we can go on to the next one. Okay, then if we could call Farid Sadat. Okay, and interpreter, are you there?
Yes, hello, my name is Hossein. I'm a Farsi interpreter.
Thank you. We really appreciate your help. Can you please state your name and your ID badge or your ID number?
Yes, my name is Hossein, and ID number is 394181.
Thank you. Do you want me just to start, or did you want to talk to the Mr. Sadat first to say anything?
If that's okay, yes, I'll just introduce myself to the defendant, and we can begin right after.
That sounds fine.
سلام من حسین. اوکی. سلام من حسین هستم، مترجم فارسی. هر چی گفته بشه براتون ترجمه میکنم. امروز به همه چیز محرمانه میمونم.
بله، من اول صبح بخیر برای خانم میکنم، بعد من در خدمتم.
فقط ببخشید، زبون اصلی شما دری هستش یا فارسی؟
من میتونم فارسی ایرانی صحبت کنم، مشکل ندارم.
مشکل نداریم.
آره.
So yes, we can begin.
اگر دری باشه کدام مشکل نیست. دری باشه راحت تره.
بله، فکر میکنم. So I'm sorry. If
اگر
it would be
ببخشید.
okay, I can really quickly. I would transfer to a Dari interpreter because the defendant actually speaks Dari. It's very similar to Farsi, but it's a different dialect. Yes.
من میتونم حرف شما رو متوجه شدم، میتونم، من مشکلی با شما ندارم.
Sorry, what kind are we supposed to be asking for? Dairy, I believe. Dairy, okay.
The language is
Thank you.
Dari.
Dairy, all right, we will do so. Thank you.
But different dialect.
I
can
appreciate
place the call, on a transfer really quick, okay? No problem.
We appreciate the info. Okay, thank you. You want to have them sit down while we're waiting? Knows how long it might take.
Very interpreter. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Do we have someone? No.
Please continue to hold for the next available interpreter. Please continue to hold for the next available interpreter. Please continue to hold for the next available interpreter. Please continue to hold for the next available interpreter. to hold for the next available interpreter. Please continue to hold for the next available interpreter. Please continue to hold for the next available interpreter.
Still calling. Oh, still calling? Okay. Well, then I'll just work on the warrant. And then I'm gonna just put the house calls on the record. Are we on the record or no?
Oh, yeah, no worries, right now.
Can we get him back out?
Offers a range of...
The interpreter.
Great. Hello, interpreter, are you there? Hello? Hello? Okay, I guess we don't have him after all. I'm going to just try again. Or... Okay, guess we don't have him after all. I'm just worried about timing also, because I have to get the 5 o'clocks done.
Yeah, if you want, you can just...
Okay, I'm just going to start, because we still have the number 3 to do. 3 is in person, correct? Okay. Gosh, okay. All right, so let's see. Regarding the house calls, number 22, number 9, number 1, number 4 are house calls that I will be doing in a moment, but we still have 2 more cases to do first, which is a interpreter case and then a one that should be done outside other people's. But right now, 22 is unable to function, but if I will see if he's unable to function at this cell. If he's unable to function, we may set him to be done even as house call at 5 o'clock. Number 9 was threatening officers. Number 1 is a danger to others, and number 4 is also a danger to others, which is why they were not brought into court. So going to number 22. Number 22 on the calendar is Juan Beltran Rendon, date of birth August 9th, 1969. Person is being charged with 1 count of aggravated assault as a class 4 felony, 1 count of threatening as a class 1 misdemeanor, and 1 count of assault as a class 3 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for these charges. I'm appointing counsel to represent him. He has a status conference set on November the 18th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on November the 21st at 8:30 a.m. I am setting a security clearance bond in the amount of $25,000. On number 9, it is the defendant's name is Daniel Wayne Whiteman. Date of birth, December the 17th, 1986. He's being charged with 1 count of aggravated assault and domestic violence as a Class 5 felony, 1 count of disorderly conduct fighting as a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for these charges. I am appointing counsel to represent him. He has a secured appearance amount in the secured appearance bond, the amount of $12,500. I am setting pretrial services if he is released to be installed before he is released in curfew to be determined by his pretrial officer. He's not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. He's not to initiate contact with any alleged victims or complainants or witnesses. He's not to possess a weapon or drugs with a valid prescription, and the rest is on his written release conditions. The next one is 4, 5, 6, and 7 for Gabriel Christina Musu, date of birth June 30th of 1972. Number 4 is a warrant out of Peoria Municipal Court for 1 count of shoplifting, removal of goods, and 1 count of shoplifting concealment, both misdemeanors since they're out of Peoria Municipal Court. If she's to remain in custody, she'll be appointed counsel at the next hearing. Arraignment is on November the 18th at 9 a.m. out of Peoria Municipal Court. The next one is number 5 on the docket, a warrant again out of Peoria Municipal Court for 1 count of drug paraphernalia as a misdemeanor on with an offense date of November the 3rd, 2024. She remains in custody again. Counsel will be appointed at the next hearing. Arraignment on November the 18th at 9 a.m. Bond amount in the amount of $250. She did not take contact arresting officers or possess drugs without valid prescription, no driving with a motorized vehicle, etc. On the number 6, it is a Superior Court case, 1 count of possessing or using narcotic drugs. I did not find probable cause for that charge. However, I did find probable cause for the criminal impersonation as a Class 6 felony. I'm appointing counsel to represent her. She has a status conference set on November the 18th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on November the 21st at 8:30 a.m. and a secured appearance bond in the amount of $2,500. She also has a warrant for violating probation at the Superior Court. I am appointing counsel to represent her. She has probation revocation hearings set on November the 19th at 8:30 a.m. and she has a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. Initially, the bond apparently was only $50. However, I'm enhancing that because she was attempting to lie about her name when she was contacted. Last house call will be Benjamin Archer, date of birth November the 9th, 1999, a municipal court case for Goodyear Municipal Court, 1 count of assault as an intent reckless injure as a Class 1 misdemeanor, 13-1203A1, 1 count of disorderly conduct as a Class 1 misdemeanor, 1 count of DUI, A1, Class 1 misdemeanor, 1 DUI as a .08 or more as a Class 1 misdemeanor, 1 count of extreme DUI, .15 to 2.20 as a Class 1 misdemeanor, 1 count of extreme DUI being a .20 or more. I did find that there was probable cause for these charges. I am not appointing counsel at this time, as I'm going to be releasing him OR. The arraignment is set for November the 26th at 1 p.m. There was assault involved in here. I am stating the fact that the defendant is not to initiate any contact with the alleged victim or victims, not to any sort of physical contact, not to initiate contact with any complainant or witnesses as well. I will go back and do these house calls at the cells. If for some reason there are any changes, I will come back and make these changes on the record. And again, if number 22, Mr. Beltran Rendon, is too unable to understand what's happening and unable to function at all, I will change that to the 5 o'clock docket. But at this moment, I expect to be able to still be able to go back and do his house call. All right. as I stated, if there's any changes, I will come back and make changes on the record. At this moment, they're set forth as done. Okay, well then, let's put him to the 5 o'clock. I think we have time on the docket. Set him to the 5 o'clock and we'll just keep trying.
Okay.
Let's do that and then let's get to the next one. Because we've got to do it for the minute. I have to work on the 5 o'clock docket. I haven't been able to work on it. Yeah, I'm going to go to work on it. We have a lot of house calls for me to also do before I can.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm just like, there's so much to get accomplished. Oh, also, is there now, I feel like I remember seeing about, I think a month or so ago, that simultaneous interpreting thing.
That's for the morning.
But only daytime. Okay. Not me. Not me at nighttime. Got it. Okay, so can we please have we're not going to be able to do this individual right now. So we need to just take care of that last person. We'll have to take care of this one again at 5 o'clock. Or try to. I would expect we'll be able to. If not, we'll have to switch it to the 8 a.m. Okay, well, so I'm going to sit and just work on my calendar here. Oh. I like standing doing this, but it's like, then when I work on the calendar, I like sitting. And then I'm taking off my jacket. I mean, the robe. I'm hot. I'll put the robe back on.
Is the gallery cleared?
They just cleared it this moment.
Oh.
It was still had people in there. Are we off the record now?
We're still on the record.
I would say we should go off the record until we have people have him.
The gallery is cleared. Only.
I'm sorry, what?
The gallery is cleared.
Right.
So you can see there.
Oh, I thought that he wasn't here yet.
Yeah,
Oh, he is here.
yes.
Oh, sorry, earlier they had to go back and get the special person. So I thought they needed to go back and get this gentleman too. Oh, okay, then yeah, let's take care of him. I didn't know he was here. Earlier, when they had someone of his nature, they had to take care of everybody back, and then they came and then they went and got him. So, okay, then yeah, let's do him right now. Please, you can bring him into the courtroom. I'll just.
To the podium, sir.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Hi.
Yeah, we've been trying to get an interpreter for all this time.
Interpreter?
For someone else.
Oh.
For the person before you.
Yeah.
Okay, let me click on this. Okay, there. Now I can get it. Okay, and can you please state your full name?
Elric Michael Dean.
Thank you. Your date of birth?
3/20/98.
Thank you. You have one count of as a sexual offender failing to register or confirming your ID as a Class 6 felony. I did find that there was probable cause for this charge. I am going to appoint counsel to represent you, the Maricopa County Public Defender's Office. I am setting a status conference set on November the 18th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set for the November 21st at 8:30 a.m. I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $25,000. You are not to initiate contact with the arresting officers. You do not have any contact with minors. You're not to possess any weapons or possess any drugs without a valid prescription. And so if you, in fact, the state wanted you to actually be placed on electronic monitoring if you were to get released. Since I knew that that'd be a problem, I'm not ordering that. But I am going to keep the bond at 25,000 at this moment.
Can I please explain my situation completely?
I know that I'm not going to get into that at this moment. I understand that
I was like robbed of all my documents, and
Okay.
I
am appointing counsel to represent you, and they can help, defend you. Okay? But at this moment, this is what I'm setting forth. So.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. You can give them this paperwork. I already did all the house calls. Okay, would I just say hearing is adjourned, court is adjourned now? Yeah. Okay, sorry, I didn't say it yet. Yes, Mr. Dean did leave as I was finishing saying what everything was. I believe I did go over everything with him, and hearing is adjourned. The Farsi one. Oh, he's down here, number 10. There's the dot. Okay.
We're on the record.
Back on the record for the 2 a.m. docket, Mr. Farid Sadat. We could not find an interpreter. We kept trying so hard. So we're going to have him be set on the 5 a.m. docket, and hopefully we'll be able to find an interpreter at that time. So the hearing is now adjourned. Want me to move it? Or do you want to? I'll just move him just under Dave.
So I put him right before the
House calls, yeah. I just did it, actually. So.
You have Vietnamese, Doris.
Yes, they said dairy.
Terry.
They said that it's not Farsi. The person that was Farsi says that it's actually dialect called dairy, is what I heard.
Okay, so you have three of them different. Romanian.
Oh, Romanian also? Okay,
Yeah.
I did not see Romanian. Where? Oh, that's one of the house call people. Oh, no. What's that? Oh, that's just a DNA, I think. Where is it?
But it hopefully you won't have an issue. You just be patient.
Oh, that's also
Yeah.
that one. Okay.
And I'll get those on the line for you.
Sounds good. We'll just try and do it. Okay. So, are we ready? Thank you. This is the 5 a.m. initial appearance calendar for November the 12th, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. Additionally, this is a victim's rights advisement. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. Okay. Now, those of you that are for your initial appearance, I know that you've just heard the recording, and that's what we're doing today. However, when I go through the release conditions, if I'm giving you release conditions, I'm going over the most important ones. But there are a lot of different release conditions, and you are responsible for all of them. So do not lose your paperwork. Be sure to review your paperwork because you are responsible for each and every one of your written release conditions. Okay? So we shall start with Juan Nunez. Please come to the podium. Amber Loa, please go to the chair. Hello, sir. Could you please state your full name?
Juan Antonio Nunez,
Thank you, and your date of birth.
12/29/94.
Thank you. You are being charged with one count of aggravated assault as a Class 3 felony, one count of as a prohibited weapon, manufacturing, possession, or selling as a Class 4 felony, one count of resisting arrest as a Class 1 misdemeanor, and one count of carrying a deadly weapon with a failure to admit it as a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find that there's probable cause for these charges. I am appointing counsel to represent you. You have a status conference set on November the 18th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on November the 21st at 8:30 a.m. And I am setting a secured clearance bond in the amount of $100,000. You are not to initiate contact with any alleged victims, and you are not to possess any weapons. If you go to your left, you will get your paperwork. Amber Loa, please come to the podium. Henry Doak, please go to the chair. Amber Lowe, Henry Doak, please go to the chair. Hello. Can you please state your full name?
Amber Kalalani Loa,
Okay, and you have and what's your date of birth?
8/11/79.
Thank you. You have a warrant out of Yavapai County Superior Court. It is for violating your probation. If you remain in custody, you'll be appointed counsel at your next hearing. And you have an arraignment set for November the 17th at 8:30 a.m. in Yavapai County Superior Court. I am setting a secured appearance bond. Basically, I'm affirming the bond in the amount of $25,000. Okay, if you do get released, be sure to contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
So I'm getting released?
No,
Okay.
you have a bond in the amount of $25,000.
Yeah, I'm not coming.
Okay, then if you
paying
can't
that.
do that, then you'll be transported
Can I be transferred?
to the Yavapai Superior Court.
Great.
Yes.
Okay,
That's what
last
should
time
happen.
they kept me here for 5 days. I don't want to do that, if possible.
I hope not.
They don't give me credit for that here.
Well, you should be. Keep your records because you're actually being held for them. You're not being held. If you're not being held for Arizona, if you're not being held for Maricopa County, you should be getting credit for them. So keep your records.
Different county.
Yes, it's a different county, but you're being held for them. So you should hold on to your paperwork because you should be getting credit for them.
They didn't credit me last time.
Okay. Well, I'm just telling you, you should be appointed counsel in that court, and I would say keep your records because you are being held for them. Okay, you're not being held for our court. You're being held for their court.
Right.
So you should be getting credit for them.
They didn't. That's
Keep your records, and your attorney there should be able to argue it. Okay? I can't give you any legal advice. All I'm just telling you is keep your records.
No, I just want to be expedited, if possible.
You're supposed to be getting transported. That's all I can tell you.
Okay.
All right? So you go to your left, you'll get your paperwork.
Thanks.
Henry Doak, please come to the podium. Bride Keller, please come to the chair.
Oh, that one, he's a house call.
Okay, we weren't told that he was a house call.
I called.
Okay, well then we'll have to do him as a house call. Okay, should we just put him down, or you want to put him down? Okay, then we'll go to Reed Keller. Please come to the podium. Mary Foster, please go to the chair. Hello.
Hello.
Could you please state your name?
Reed Keller,
Thank you. Your date of birth?
12/4/92.
Thank you. And I have that, I have two cases before you, number 17 and number 18. They both have the same name and date of birth on the calendars. So going back to number 17, you are being charged with, oh yeah, that was the thing. You're being charged with 1 count of possessing or using drug paraphernalia as a Class 6 felony. I did not find probable cause for this. Oh, hold on. Let me edit this because I need to actually mark no PC on this in here. I put it down in the bottom, but I need to put it in this other spot as well. Okay. I don't know if that changes the paperwork, but I know I needed to change it on the ISIS. Okay, so I am appointing counsel to represent you because even though I'm not finding probable cause at this time, because I'm only reviewing a very short little paragraph, and essentially the officers just said, "Oh, this is drugs," but there's no test and there was no admission.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
You don't want to talk about it because all I'm just saying is that it does. I cannot find probable cause. If I can't find probable cause, I can't do any release conditions for you. On this charge, I have to release you. Okay? Because if I don't find probable cause, I have to release you.
Okay.
But it does not dismiss the case.
Right.
Okay? The prosecutor's office, they have a full police report, and they will be able to get lab results and stuff of that nature. So they may still proceed with this case. Okay? So this does not dismiss it. Okay, so you still have to show up for court. So let me go forward with this. I just wanted to let you know that I did not find probable cause. So I have to release you. But I am appointing counsel to represent you. You will still have court. There is a status conference set on November the 25th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on December the 2nd at 8:30 a.m. But like I said, if I found no probable cause, I have to release you on this charge, on this case. However, you do have another case, and that is where you failed to show up at a sentencing in Superior Court. And the underlying charges on this is 1 count of possessing or using dangerous drugs as a Class 4 felony, 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia as a Class 6 felony, and 1 count of criminal trespassing in the 3rd degree. You have a status conference set on that case on November the 18th at 8:30 a.m., and I'm affirming the bond in that case in the amount of $2,500. So, unfortunately, I still have to set a bond on your other case, but I have to release you on the other one. But the thing is also, if I did find probable cause, then I would have had to hold you without bond,
Right.
because it would have been committing a new felony while on release.
Right.
If I get just where it also is just saying there's drugs without any sort of testing and with just stating that it is, I don't find probable cause. I'm only concerned is that I'm hurting you by not finding probable cause. So I hope I'm not, okay? But I am appointing counsel to represent you, and maybe at the next hearing, if you guys want to, maybe they'll just dismiss the charge, I don't know. Or if they're going to go forward with that charge, then just setting a nominal bond so that you get credit. So, but you have counsel that will hopefully be able to help you out with that.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
All right. So you want to go to your left, you'll get to that paperwork. Mary Foster, please come to the podium. Precious Gray, please go to the chair. Hello. Could you please state your full name? Could you please state your name?
Mary Foster.
Thank you. Your date of birth?
12/25/62.
Thank you. I'm sorry, you said 12/25/62?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's what I have. Just making sure. Okay, and you have a warrant for violating your probation. I'm appointing counsel to represent you. You have probation revocation hearings on November the 19th at 8:30 a.m., and I'm setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $100.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you go to your left, you'll get your paperwork. If you get released, be sure to contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, I was on probation.
Okay, if you go to your left, you'll get your paperwork. Precious Gray, please come to the podium. Jesus Garcia, please go to the chair. Hello, sir. Can you please state your full name?
Mr. Precious Noel Gray Sr.
Okay, and your date of birth?
12/21/79.
All right, now you have a warrant for violating your probation. I'm appointing counsel to represent you. You have probation revocation hearings set on November the 19th at 8:30 a.m. And I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $750. If you get released, be sure to contact your probation officer within 72 hours.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Jesus Garcia, please come to the podium. Isaac Ferguson, please go to the chair. Hello, sir. Can you please state your full name?
Jesus Garcia.
I'm sorry, could you please state that?
Jesus Garcia.
Okay, and you also, your middle is Alexander Renee?
Sí.
And your date of birth?
19 de junio de 2003.
Okay, do you need an interpreter, Missy?
Intérprete, yeah.
Okay, then we need to put him down for an interpreter. Obviously Spanish.
Is that Jesus Garcia?
Yes. Okay, so, siéntate, por favor. Lo siento, habla muy poquito español. Okay. All right. Isaac Ferguson, please come to the podium. Vanessa Lodo, please go to the chair. Okay, I'm just going to let you move Jesus down. I didn't touch Jesus. Okay, and sir, could you please state your full name?
Isaac Anthony Ferguson,
Thank you, and your date of birth?
12/05/97.
Thank you. Now, you have two cases before me today. They have the same name and date of birth. That's number 14 and 15 on the calendar. Going to number 14, it is a warrant out of East Mesa Justice Court. The underlying charge is 1 count of driving with a suspended license, suspended, revoked, or canceled license as a Class 1 misdemeanor with a date of offense of September 25th of 2025. I'm appointing counsel to represent you. You have an arraignment set on November the 17th at 8:30 a.m. and a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. So just if you make the bond, then you can be released on that case. On the next case, it is a case out of Superior. It's a new case starting from today's events. You're being charged with 1 count of possessing or using dangerous drugs as a Class 4 felony and 1 count of possessing or using drug paraphernalia as a Class 6 felony. I did find that there was probable cause for these charges. I am appointing counsel to represent you. You have a status conference set on November the 18th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on November the 21st at 8:30 a.m. And I'm setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. Okay, so that's what you have. All right, if you just go to your left, you'll get your paperwork. And Vanessa Lavelle, please come to the podium. Angel Thompson, please go to the chair. Hello. Could you please state your full name?
Vanessa Lovell.
And your, I'm sorry if I pronounced it wrong. And your middle name is Jewel?
Jewel Lovell.
And your date of birth?
4/24/89.
All right. Now you are being charged with 1 count of endangerment as a misdemeanor, 1 count of criminal damage as a misdemeanor, 1 count of DUI as a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find that there was probable cause for these charges. I am not appointing counsel at this time because I'm going to be releasing you on your own recognizance. You have an arraignment set on November the 26th at 9 a.m. at the South Mountain Justice Court. Okay, so I'm going to, on your own recognizance means it's on your promise to appear to court. So you're going to be released. Just make sure you show up for court. If you feel like you want to ask for counsel, you can always ask for counsel at that time.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
All right, so you go to your left or get your paperwork. Andrew Thompson, please come to the podium. Martin Nolan, please go to the chair. Hello, could you please state your full name?
Angela Thompson.
Okay, I'm sorry to mispronounce your name as well.
It's okay.
And your date of birth?
6/20/82.
All right. Now you are being charged with 1 count of possessing or using dangerous drugs as a Class 4 felony, 1 count of possessing or using narcotic drug as a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of possessing or using drug paraphernalia as a Class 6 felony, and 1 count of theft, controlling property of another as a Class 1 misdemeanor. Now, for all of the felonies dealing with the drugs, I did not find probable cause. However, I did find probable cause regarding the theft. The only thing was, if I could not find, like on the other individual, I don't know if you've ever heard, if I did not find probable cause for any of the charges, then I have to just release you, just like I had to release him on his other case.
Yeah.
But for you, I did find probable cause on 1 of the charges, so therefore I could make release conditions. And again, as I was stating, I cannot dismiss, just because I found no probable cause on those other charges, it does not dismiss those charges. You still have those charges.
Okay.
You still have the case. You still have to fight those charges.
Okay.
I am going to appoint counsel to represent you so that they can help defend you on all of the charges.
Okay.
Okay? And you have to make sure you show up for court.
Oh, I will.
Okay?
I will.
Just so you know, because I've been told before how sometimes when people are told that there's no probable cause, they just think the case is gone.
No.
And that's not the case.
No.
So I'm trying to make sure that people understand when I say it. Doesn't mean the case is gone.
Okay.
Okay. So
I will show up.
I'm appointing counsel to represent you. You have a status conference set on November the 25th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on December the 2nd at 8:30 a.m. However, I am going to release you on your own recognizance. So I'm going to release you on your promise to appear for court.
Okay.
However, there is a theft here. I am going to include for you not to have any contact with that victim or any complainant or witness, because I know that there were some bystander witnesses as well.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
So you go to your left or get your paperwork.
Thank you.
Okay, Martin Nolan, please come to the podium. Joshua Dickman, please go to the chair. Hello, sir. Could you please state your full name?
Martin Christopher Nolan,
Thank you, and your date of birth?
08/28/1984.
Thank you. Now, since I just noticed that you are in custody on another case. So I was going to have you be released on pretrial services, but you're going to be held in custody, stay in custody on this other case you're in on?
Yes.
Okay, then it would be smarter for me not to release you. Would you want me to put some sort of bond on you instead?
No.
Cause I'm trying to get my bond lowered in my next court date.
On that one, so you
On the
want
other
me to keep you for pretrial services on this other one?
Yes, please.
Okay, because then you won't be getting credit on this other case because.
Oh, can you put a low bond?
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna change this then. Let's see, let's change this to, I forgot what I was calling it. What is it called when you put down, like you're putting in a bond because they have other cases? Like, it's just that we do not hear that often. But you put down, like, but you're saying that I'm putting it in because there's other bonds, because you want to make sure that they're, How do you write it down? Yeah, I put it in the comments many times. I haven't, I don't remember what it's on. I'm not sure, I don't remember how it. No, I'm just going to just do $50, I'm not going to put down, I'm not going to put it as a comment. It doesn't matter, I'll figure it out later. I just know that there's some wording that I should put down as a comment, perhaps. Okay, so I'm changing that because you're in custody on other matters.
Okay.
Yeah, in fact, I'm just going to put down in custody on other matters.
And what's the bond say that?
I'm setting it up for $50.
Okay.
Okay, let me go back to, and then let me sign it. Okay, so you are being charged, did you get my signature? I hit sign. Okay, so you're being charged with 1 count of aggravated DUI as a class 4 felony from date of offense of July 3rd of 2025. I'm appointing counsel to represent you. You have a status conference set on November the 18th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on November the 21st at 8:30 a.m. And I am going to set a bond in the amount of $50.
You said the 18th? On the court date?
Yes, your first one is on the 18th, then the preliminary hearing, so status conference on the 18th, preliminary hearing on the 21st.
Okay.
Okay. All right, and there you go. Joshua Dickman, please come to the podium. Lorenzo Dimas, please go to the chair. Hello, sir. Could you please state your full name?
Joshua James Dickman,
Thank you. And your date of birth?
3/23/91.
Thank you. You are being charged with 1 count of possessing or using a narcotic drug as a class 4 felony and 1 count of possessing or using drug paraphernalia as a class 6 felony. I am appointing counsel to represent you. Oh, and I did find probable cause for these charges. I am appointing counsel to represent you. You have a status conference set on November the 25th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on December the 2nd at 8:30 a.m. And I'm going to be releasing you on your own recognizance. So that's when you promise to appear for court.
Okay.
So just make sure that you show up for court.
Thank you.
Okay? You're welcome. Just if you go to your left, you'll get your paperwork.
Thank you.
Okay, why did I not give him count? Oh, because it's a misdemeanor. Okay, sir, if you come to the podium. And Sadra Harrison, please go to the chair. Hello, sir. Could you please state your full name?
Lorenzo Dimas?
All right. And is Antonio your middle name?
Yes.
Date of birth?
10/92.
Thank you. You have a new case out of El Mirage Municipal Court. It is for 1 count of assault as a class 1 misdemeanor and 1 count of disorderly conduct fighting as a class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for these charges. I am not appointing counsel at this time because I'm going to be releasing you on your own recognizance. And you have an arraignment set on December the 2nd at 8:30 a.m. However, because there are victims in this case, I want you to have no contact with the victims whatsoever. All right?
Okay.
If you go to your left, you'll get your paperwork. Sabra Harrison, please come to the podium. Hello. Could you please state your full name?
Sabra Sky Harrison.
And your date of birth?
9/23/88.
Thank you. And you have a warrant? No. This is a new crime, a new charge. I read what was going on about. You have one charge of criminal trespassing in the 3rd degree as a class 1 misdemeanor. You have an arraignment set on December the 2nd at 8:30 a.m. And I'm going to be releasing you on your own recognizance, so I'm not appointing counsel at this time. You are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime. You've been trespassed from the casino. You are not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription or drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. Okay, if you go to your left, you'll get your paperwork. Remember this, you have court at the West Mesa Justice Court. Okay, so now everybody else is interpreter cases. And house calls. I would say if we can't get the very varsity person, seems like he could handle it. It was just that he's like, oh, the guy has a different dialect. It would be better if it was the dairy. So I think varsity could have worked.
For a search.
Okay, let's start with Spanish. Okay, so are the first two Spanish? The next two on here? Okay. Can we have Jesus Garcia? Jesus Garcia? And then we'll have Mahila Sima, I believe. Okay. So state the chair, por favor. Sia. Okay. And interpreter, are you on the phone?
I'm here, yes.
Oh, thank you. Can you please state your name and if you have a ID number, please state it.
Yes, Jean 251034.
Thank you. Did you want to speak to Mr. Garcia first, or do you want to just go straight in?
I'll just introduce myself. Sí. Buenos días, yo soy la intérprete, voy a traducir para usted. ¿Me escucha?
Sí.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. But, can you please tell me your full name?
¿Me dice su nombre completo, por favor?
Jesús Alexander René García.
Jesús Alexander René García.
Thank you. Your date of birth?
Gracias. Su fecha de nacimiento, por favor.
19 de junio de 2003.
June 19, 2003.
Thank you. You have a warrant out of North Mesa Justice Court.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the warrant in which court?
Yes, it's a warrant out of North Mesa Justice Court.
North Mesa, thank you. Usted tiene una orden de la Corte de Justicia de Norte Mesa.
Okay.
It is for one count of driving with a license was suspended, revoked, or canceled as a Class 1 misdemeanor.
Es una orden por conducir mientras teniendo una licencia suspendida y es un delito menor.
The date of offense is February the 11th of 2025.
February 11, 2025. Thank you.
Yes.
La fecha del delito fue el 11 de febrero 2025.
I am appointing counsel to represent him, or to you.
Yo he asignado un abogado que lo represente.
You have an arraignment set on November the 17th at 1 p.m. at North Mesa Justice Court.
Okay, usted tiene una lectura de cargos el 17 de noviembre a la 1 de la tarde en la Corte de Justicia.
Actually, let's see. Hold on. Let me look at the warrant. Oh, actually, I'm looking at his warrant. Right. You know, I know you're interpreting. I'm looking at your warrant.
Okay.
It is for failure to pay. So I'm only appointing counsel to represent you regarding the bond amount.
Estoy mirando su orden de arresto aquí y es por falta no haber pagado. Estoy poniendo el abogado que lo represente para el pago del bono, de la fianza.
So this is post-conviction.
Esto es después de la convicción.
Or at least that's what it looks like when I read the warrant.
I'm sorry, repeat that, please.
That's what it looks like when I read the warrant.
Okay, así figura cuando leo la orden.
But again, you have an arraignment set on November the 17th at 1 p.m. in North Mesa Justice Court.
Oak Mesa or North Mesa? I'm sorry.
North, like opposite of south.
Okay, I'm sorry. There's a. Got it. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I see that
there's
there's some sort of like echoing going on.
Yes, okay. Entonces, sí, usted tiene una comparecencia el 17 de noviembre a la 1 de la tarde en la Corte de Justicia de North Mesa.
So the bond is at the amount of $500.
La fianza es $500.
You are not to initiate contact with the arresting officers.
No debe de tener contacto con los oficiales que lo arrestaron.
You are not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription.
No debe de consumir ningún tipo de droga sin una receta válida.
You are not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license.
No puede conducir ningún vehículo motorizado sin una licencia válida.
And you must continue to provide the court with proof of your local address.
Y necesita mantener dándole a la corte prueba de su dirección actual.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
No.
¿Alguna pregunta?
No.
Thank you. Go to your left and you get your paperwork.
Okay, cuando sale ahí puede buscar sus papeles.
Thank you. We have one more Spanish interpreter case.
She's not.
She's not Spanish? Okay. Then who is she? What type of she? Oh, thank you then. I guess, is that the only Spanish one? Yeah, thank you so much. I guess that's all we had for Spanish. Thank you.
That's it. Okay. You're very welcome.
Have a great day.
Your services. You too. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Oh, you said this one was Romania. Okay. Should I put the house calls on the record while we're looking? Okay. While we're trying to get more interpreters, I'm going to put the house calls on the record, which is number 1219 and number 5. Okay. Yeah, we're trying to get the correct interpreter.
Romania?
Yes, we don't have it yet. So if you could go back and sit down, sorry.
Okay.
I thought you were another Spanish. Okay, so number 12 on the calendar is Henry Doak, date of birth. Oh, and number 12, number 19, and number 5 were all able to be brought into court because they were unable to function appropriately in the courtroom. So they weren't brought into the courtroom. Taking number 12 first is Henry Doak, D-O-A-K, date of birth 1/28/1957. He has a warrant for violating probation. I'm appointing counsel to represent him. He has a probation revocation hearing with a possible disposition set on November the 19th at 8:30 a.m. And he has a secured appearance bond that I am affirming in the amount of $3,600. Going to number 19, it is Emilio Gomez, date of birth October the 11th, 1976. He has new charges of 1 count of aggravated domestic violence as a Class 5 felony, 1 count of disobeying or resisting an order or mandate of the court as a Class 4 misdemeanor, and 1 count of criminal damage as a Class 2 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for these charges. I am appointing counsel to represent him. He has a status conference set on November the 18th at 8:30 a.m. and preliminary hearing set on November the 21st at 8:30 a.m. I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $2,500. If he is to be released, if he makes bond, he is to be released on pretrial services with electronic monitoring to be installed before he is released from the jail, with curfew restrictions to be determined by his pretrial officer. He is not to have any contact with victims or the officers, or to possess a weapon. Number 5 is Skylar Van Wolf, date of birth March 24th, 1998. And he has 1 count of he's being charged with 1 count of aggravated assault as a Class 4 felony, 1 count of obstruction of refusing to give his true name as a Class 2 misdemeanor, and 1 count of criminal trespassing in the 3rd degree as a Class 3 misdemeanor. I am appointing counsel to represent him. He has a status conference set on November the 25th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on December the 2nd at 8:30 a.m. I'm going to release him on pretrial services. However, he is not to return to the scene of the alleged crime, nor initiate contact with the alleged victims, or have any physical contact with the alleged victim at all, or complainant or witness. Okay. If there are any changes regarding the house calls, I will come back and put those on the record. However, right now we're still trying to do the rest of the people that have interpreter cases. And that would be number 6, 21, and 10. I understand. Do you want to just go off the record until we can get somebody? Let's go off the record. Okay. We're going off the record until we can find some interpreters, and then we'll go back on the record. And I'm going to... You know what, since you're doing that, I'm gonna go get those paper warrants. I can review. I still have a couple of paper warrants I haven't looked at. You know, I'll just stay here, just in case if you could get someone to get someone, then I'm like, here. You're right. It'll take me too much time to walk back and forth. Gosh, it's so hot.
Hello. Hi, for maintenance? I'm having a hard time getting a Romanian.
Yeah.
She has 15 hours.
Okay, then just, I would say then, yeah, let's just go to the,
So the next one?
yeah. That's actually what we did with number 21. He was on my 2 o'clock. We moved him from now.
Looking for Dari. Hello? Hello? Good morning, Maricopa County Superior Court. I have one defendant. Can you hold for the commissioner, please? Hello? Can you hold? Okay, I will be transferring the call. Just a moment. I have Dory.
Okay, great.
I have a Dory.
So that's very.
Hello? Okay, please stand by. Don't hang up. Stand by. Are they going sorry?
It's Mr. Farid Sadat.
Yes, Dot? Dot?
Yes.
Oh, yes, there he is. Okay. Let's see. Okay, thank you.
Behavior change will lead to crime reduction.
Thank you. Interpreter, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Could you please state your name and your ID number for the record?
This is Ahmad, AHMAD, Lime Bridge interpreter. The ID number is 6502.
Thank you. And if you'd like to, you can introduce yourself to Mr. Sadat first, and then we can start.
Okay, sure, thank you. سلام، احمد هستم، ترجمان زبان شما.
سلام، خسته نباشید. میشنم.
Cool. Yes, we can proceed, ma'am.
Okay, great. Could you please state your full name?
اسم کاملتون را میشه بگوین؟
فرید سادات.
It is Farid, last name Sadat.
And your date of birth?
تاریخ تولدتان؟
01/01/1987.
It is January 1st, 1988.
87.
87.
Okay, and that is what I have for the date of birth, January 1st of 1987.
Yes.
And you are being charged with one count of aggravated assault as a class 6 felony, one count. You want me to just do the counts first, or I'll just do them separately? So you're being charged with one count of aggravated assault as a class 6 felony.
شما با حساب اساس یا آزار یک دوسیه دارین؟
And one count of assault as a misdemeanor.
I apologize. The voice was breaking up. Can you repeat?
Your one count of assault as a class 1 misdemeanor.
یک جرم هست که به حساب اسالت یا آزار هست که به حساب جرمی کلاس 1 هست، یعنی نابخشودنی هست.
And 2 counts of disorderly conduct fighting as a class 1 misdemeanor.
و دو جرم دیگه هم به حساب دو تا دیگه هم حساب میشه یا دومیش حساب میشه به حسابی یعنی دوباره برگشت کردین و نزاع کردین یا جنجال کردین که او هم نابخشودنی حساب میشه، یعنی از او گذشته نمیتونیم.
I found probable cause for these charges.
Can you repeat, ma'am?
I made a probable cause finding for these charges.
I apologize, ma'am. Can you have the sentences longer? That will make more sense.
Okay. For these charges that we just stated, I made a probable cause finding.
و این چیزایی را که جرمایی را که من پیشتر براتون یادآوری کردم، این را ما ریشه یابی کردیم.
I'm appointing counsel to represent you. You have a status.
Go ahead, ma'am.
You have a status conference set on November the 18th at 8:30 a.m. and a preliminary hearing set on November the 21st at 8:30 a.m. at the South Court Tower. At the South Tower in Superior Court, Phoenix.
و ما براتون یک مشاور تعیین میکنیم، یک مشاور یا وکیل که از شما دفاع بکنه و شما میتونین که قطعی از او یعنی قبلش صحبت بکنین. البته میتونین تاریخی که قطعی از اون ملاقات داشته باشین تاریخ 18 نوامبر ساعت 8:30 صبح هست و وقتی محکمه‌تان هم که 21 نوامبر تاریخ 8:30 هست. در قسمتی South Court Tower هست.
The actual address is 175 West Madison Street.
و آدرس دقیقش 175 West Madison Street هست. West Madison Street.
I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $25,000.
Can you repeat, ma'am? The voice was breaking up.
I'm setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $25,000.
و به حساب مبلغ اولیه‌ای که ظاهر شده مبلغ $25,000 است.
اینا نفهمیدین به خاطر چی هستین؟
Can you elaborate what is this amount for? This $25,000 charges.
That means you cannot be released unless you put forth $25,000. You can use a bonding company to help pay for it. So you pay a portion and you have collateral for the rest.
این مبلغی است که تا $25,000 که شما پرداخت نکنین یعنی آزاد نمیشین. شما باید $25,000 پرداخت بکنین تا بتونین آزاد شوین.
من الان در قیدم، یعنی 25,000 پرداخت کنم دوباره 25,000 بر من برمیگرده یا نه؟
Like if I pay $25,000, will it be kind of refundable after release or not?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear what you said.
Not refundable.
I can't hear.
Is it refundable or not? Like if I pay $25,000, is it refundable after the release?
Oh. You can get the money back if you keep showing up for court through the entire process.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever you pay the bonding company, you cannot get back.
البته شما این مبلغ اگر پرداخت بکنین
their payment is 10%.
مسئله
Now-
سوخاکی ما
If you
این
make
مبلغ اگر پرداخت
the
بکنیم
bond, you are not to have any contact with the victims or complainants or witnesses. You are also not to initiate contact with the arresting officers.
اگر شما این مبلغ 25,000 دلار پرداخت بکنین و در محکمه ها حاضر شوین، ممکن یک مقدارش براتون پس بر بگرده. در محکمه هایتان تاخیر حاضر شوین که 25,000 یک مقدارش براتون بر میگرده، یعنی تمامش بر میگرده. فقط قسمتی که بر نمیگرده اما قسمتی کمپانی باندینگ که است او کمیشن خود که میگیره یا 10% که میگیره اونم 10% براتون داده نمیشه، بقیه پول پس براتون داده میشه در صورتی که تمام محکمه ها را بگذرانید. و در این مدتی که محکمه ها جریان داره یا شما حق ندارین که قطعی قربانی یا بستگان قربانی در تماس باشین یا قطعی شاهدا در تماس باشین یا همو پلیس یا اشخاصی که شما را دستگیر کرده حق ندارین که به اونا تماس بگیرید.
درست. مگه این مبلغ پرداخت نکنم چی میشه؟
Okay, and what if I do not pay this amount?
Then you'd be remain in custody and you'd be transported for court.
در اون صورت باز شما در قید می باشین و هر وقت با محکمه برده میشین، اما در قید می باشین، در مبحث می باشین.
Okay. You are also not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription, not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. Additionally, you may not reside at the same location as any alleged victim, nor go to the alleged victim's residence, even if you are an owner or renter of the residence. You must find an alternate residence and you must provide proof of a new address to the court at your next court date if you are released from court. If you're released from jail. So you have one civil standby with law enforcement officer will be permitted to collect your belongings. So if you do get released from the bond, if you do get bond and you get released from the jail, you cannot live at the same residence as the victim in this case, which I believe you live with that person. So you would have to find another place to live until this case is finished or until another judge is your release condition.
خواهش.
مسئله است که شما حق ندارین که دوا یا مخدرات استفاده بکنین بدون نسخه دکتر، یعنی بدون نسخه دکتر حق ندارین که از دوا یا مخدرات استفاده بکنین، بدون لایسنس درایوری حق ندارین که رانندگی بکنین یا موتر بتوانین، بدون لایسنس درایوری باید لایسنس هم پیشتون باشه. مسئله دوم هم است که در جایی که قربانی یا بستگان قربانی هستن شما دیگه حق ندارین که اونجا زندگی بکنین تا وقتی مسائل کورت یا محکمه تان خلاص شوه. و او کسایی که مجری قانون هستن، یعنی پلیس یا کسایی که شما را دستگیر کرده حق ندارن که یعنی در تعقیب از او باشین یا قطعی از او به اونا نزدیک شوین یا این مسائل. و همچنان بعد از اینکه کدام زندانی براتون اگر باشه بعد از آزاد شدن هم حق ندارین که در خانه‌ای که قربانی زندگی میکنه شما قطعی از او در یک خانه یا زیر یک سقف زندگی کنین به یکی در نزدیکایشون. یعنی به زندگیتون یک جای جدا.
That's all the information I have for you.
دیگه من اصلا با خانم نمیتونم زندگی کنم هیچ وقت.
So in any condition in the future, I cannot live with my wife.
Right now, you cannot. Another judge can change your release conditions, but at this moment, these are your release conditions.
البته با فعلا نمیتونین، اما اگر کدام قاضی بعدی تصمیم بگیره شاید بتونین، اما با فعلا نمیتونین.
من در این وسط من هیچ گناهی ندارم. من خانم یک هفته پیش سرگیجه داشت، سرش دور میخورد. یک هفته پیش من ایره دکتر بردم، ایمرجنسی بردم اونجا برش، به خاطر سرگیجه از او، سر دوری از او دوا برش داد. بعد کلینیک اینجا موجود است، دکتر موجود است، ما رفتیم اونجا. امروز صبح خانم ما، بچه های ما رخصت بود، امروز صبح خانم ما میخواست اتاقای از او را جمع جور کنه. من رفتم اونجا برش گفتم خانم جان تو وضعیتت خوب نیست، سرت گیج میره، مشکل داری، تو امروز همین کار نکن، بگذار باشه یک ذره وضعیت خوب شود، بعد از ما امروز کمک میشیم این کار میکنیم. اونجا باز این همین کار انجام داده بوده، این افتاده سرش به زمین خورده. مرا بچه مرا صدا کرد که در مادر بوده که سرم در زمین خورد. من رفتم برای گفتم
I'm going to stop you right now. I believe he was talking a lot about the facts of this case. Is that accurate?
Correct, ma'am. He is explaining the scenario, what happened, and he is justifying why I'm not...
I'm going to tell him it is better for me not to know the facts of this case. You will have an opportunity to fight this case. Okay, can you let him...
یک مسئله پاکی براتون یک چیز بگم. اوکی. این گپای شما رو با آریازو ترجمه نکردم. خانم میگن که با فایده تون است که این گپا رو برای من نگوین، به خاطری که از جهت قانونی براتون خوب نیست. اینا کوشش کنین که قطعی وکیلتون گپ بزنین که او باز از شما دفاع بکنه و این گپایتون از این دفاع بکنه. گپایتون برای من نگوین، گپا رو به فایده تون است.
I am appointing counsel to represent you and they will help you fight your case.
بله، اما اونا براتون کمک میکنن که در قضیه شما برنده شوین.
But at this moment, these are the release conditions that I'm making.
این فعلا اما شرطایی بود که به خاطر آزاد شدنتان به فعلا ما براتون گفتم.
درست.
Okay. If you go to your left, you'll get your paperwork.
Thank you.
Okay.
And thank you so much for your help.
Is there anything else that I can assist you with, ma'am?
No, thank you.
Thank you for calling Norwich for our language needs. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, let's see if we can get a...
The interpreter has...
Yeah. Oh, can we have some, all of those? We would have to get rid of the remaining girl? Yeah. She just got page 2. Oh, well then we have to get her, to another time anyway. Okay, so I'll move on to... We gotta move her out of the gallery. Apparently, number 6, Mahela Sima, was just page 2'd. So we need to just have her taken away anyway, and then we'll just take care of the last one without anyone around. Make it easier for the interpreter. By breaking it, he's like, can you just make it a longer sentence? But that isn't a longer sentence. I mean, sometimes they're longer sentences, but I'm tired.
So the remaining, push back to the courthouse?
While we can't give legal advice,
Right now,
Okay, if you could have Mr. Nguyen or Nguyen come
Yes,
up
Your Honor.
to the podium.
When?
And is everything completely closed up? Maybe it'd be good to also still close this door as well so that we can have, so definitely that the sound can't travel.
Just log in. Just log in. Right, just log in.
Oh, no problem, just making sure everything's good. But yeah, I would like to have this door closed as well. Make sure that the voices don't travel. Thank you, interpreter. Could you please state your name and your badge number if you have, or ID number if you have one?
Yes, Your Honor. My name is Nguyen. My number is 2293.
Thank you. And if you'd like to, if you could introduce yourself to the defendant.
Dạ, xin chào quý vị, tôi là thông dịch viên, sẽ thông dịch cho quý vị ngày hôm nay. Xin nói rõ và ngắn để có thể nói lại được không?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Could you please state your full name?
Dạ, quý vị có thể nói tên đầy đủ cho chúng tôi được không?
Phi Nguyễn.
Phi
Nguyễn.
Thank you. And your date of birth?
Và ngày tháng năm sinh?
Sinh ngày 27 tháng 6 năm 1992.
June 27th, 1992.
Okay. Now, you are being charged with one count of public sexual indecency as a Class 1 misdemeanor out of Peoria Municipal Court.
Quý vị đang bị buộc tội một tội danh về hành vi khiếm nhã tình dục nơi công cộng như một hành vi phạm tội hạng nhất ở tòa án ở thành phố Peoria.
Yeah.
You have an arraignment set on December the 2nd at 9 a.m.
Chúng ta sẽ kiểm tra lại vào ngày 2 tháng 12 lúc 9 giờ sáng.
That will be at Peoria Municipal Court.
Điều đó sẽ diễn ra tại tòa án ở thành phố Peoria.
I am not appointing counsel because I'm releasing you on your own recognizance.
Interpreter clarification, Your Honor. Could you repeat one more time?
I am not appointing counsel because I'm releasing him on his own recognizance, on his promise to appear for court.
Tôi không chỉ định luật sư vì tôi thả anh theo lời hứa của anh, theo lời hứa của anh phải ra tòa.
Yeah.
If you want to apply for a court-appointed attorney, you can do so at your next hearing.
Nếu anh muốn nộp đơn xin luật sư do tòa chỉ định, anh có thể làm như vậy tại phiên điều trần tiếp theo.
Dạ,
You'll have to fill out financial forms, and I don't have those forms filled out before me.
Anh cần phải điền vào các mẫu đơn tài chính và tôi không có mẫu đơn để điền trước mặt.
Plus, unless I'm keeping someone in custody, I don't usually appoint counsel.
Trừ khi tôi đang giam giữ ai đó, tôi không chỉ định luật sư.
On a city case.
Cùng theo trường hợp.
Now, part of your release conditions, though, are that you are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime.
Một phần trong các điều kiện thả tự do của anh là anh không được quay lại hiện trường của tội ác bị cáo buộc.
Yeah.
You are not to have any contact with the victim.
Và anh không có bất kỳ liên lạc nào với nạn nhân.
Yeah.
You are not to have contact with any witness or initiate contact with the arresting officers.
Với lại anh không được liên lạc với bất kỳ nhân viên chứng nào hoặc liên lạc qua lại với các sĩ quan bắt giữ.
Yeah.
You are not to possess any drugs without a valid prescription. And you are not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license.
Anh không được sở hữu bất kỳ loại thuốc nào nếu không có đơn thuốc hợp lệ. Anh không được phép lái xe cơ giới mà không có giấy phép lái xe hợp lệ.
Yeah.
You must continue to provide the court with proof of your local address.
Anh cần phải tiếp tục và cung cấp cho tòa án bằng chứng về địa chỉ địa phương của anh.
And you must also submit to DNA testing at the arresting police department.
Và anh phải nộp để kiểm tra DNA tại sở cảnh
DNA
sát bắt giữ.
testing at the arresting police department.
DNA kiểm tra tại sở cảnh sát bắt giữ.
Dạ, dạ cho em hỏi DNA của ai ạ? DNA của em với ai ạ?
Let me ask, is it my DNA or
Yes.
whose DNA?
You need to submit to DNA testing at the arresting police department. So it's your DNA.
Dạ, anh cần phải cung cấp cho tòa án và anh phải nộp để kiểm tra cái DNA tại sở cảnh sát bắt giữ nha, là DNA của anh.
Là mình gửi tại đồn cảnh sát là mình gửi bằng tóc hay là bằng mẫu nước miếng này?
Okay.
How do I do that? Do I send my saliva to the testing site?
There's going to be paperwork that you'll take to the arresting department, and they'll do it. But it's most likely a swab.
Họ sẽ có giấy tờ, anh sẽ mang đến cái bộ phận mà họ giam giữ anh đó và họ sẽ kiểm tra cho anh. Họ sẽ lấy cái bông gòn và quẹt vào cái ở trong cái má miệng của anh nha.
Yeah.
Main thing is on December the 2nd at 9 a.m. you have arraignment at Peoria Municipal Court. So if you don't know about the DNA go to your arraignment there and they can give you more information.
Cái điều chỉnh đó là anh có cái phiên tòa vào ngày 2 tháng 12 lúc 9 giờ sáng. Vậy anh ở thành phố Peoria, nếu mà anh không có biết về DNA, hãy đến buổi họp này và họ có thể cung cấp cho anh thêm thông tin.
Dạ là ngày 2 tháng 12 là có mặt tại Korea hay sao?
So on December 2nd, I need to go to Peoria.
Peoria Municipal Court.
Yeah, cái này là tòa Peoria Municipal Court nha.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And there's your paperwork.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, interpreter.
Oh, my pleasure, Your Honor, and thank you for using our service. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
You too. Okay. And for the record, I've already gone over the house calls, which is number 12, 19, and 5. For number 6, Mahaila Sima, we could not find a Romanian interpreter. Plus also she's been page 2'd, so we're going to do her later. And for number 12, 19, and 5, as I stated, I've already did them. I stated them before. I did number 13, Jesus Garcia, which was an interpreter case. If there are any changes, I will come back on the record. I will come back and put them on the record. This hearing is now adjourned. And they will go off the record.
All right.
Thank you. Please be seated. And do we have our interpreter on the line?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. I'm going to apologize. This is my first time doing this since you started using the headphones for the inmates. Do I call that number now that we've started?
Should have that set up. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that set up real quick.
Give us just 1 second, okay?
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
You can go snag Tommy if you need help. So she calls your desk number, and then you have to hook up the headset to the phone. I don't know how that works though. Yeah.
Okay, you can call the court number right now.
Okay.
We good? Okay, do you have the headset or do they have the headset? Can you verify that you can hear her on that?
Can you just go ahead and say something on the headset so we can make sure it works?
Is it turned on?
Try saying something one more time. Okay, perfect. Yep. And officer, let's get Mr. Lopez Perez the headset.
Lopez Perez.
Yeah, put him on right now.
Do you want him over there, sir?
No, he can sit right there for a minute.
Cuando el intérprete te hable, escucha y luego contesta.
All right, he has the headset. Let's go ahead and get started. Good morning. This is the time for the 8 a.m. calendar and initial appearance court on November 12, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints made on the first calendar of this month will apply to all hearings on this calendar. I'm also going to read the victim rights advisement. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have the rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at all court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. I will call each of you up to the podium one at a time. Please listen for your name. I'm then going to announce whoever is up next. Please sit in the chair that's right outside of the courtroom. I'll let you know what you've been arrested for, what your next court dates are, and any release conditions that I am ordering today. Let's begin with Dimas Lopez Perez to the podium, and Consuelo Hernandez Lucero to the chair, please.
Espera que el intérprete te hable y luego contesta.
Good morning, sir. May I have your name and date of birth?
Well, my name is Dimas Lopez Perez. I born on 10/17/1999.
So, sir, do you need an interpreter to proceed forward today?
No.
So, do you speak and understand English?
Yeah.
Would you feel more comfortable utilizing an interpreter today?
I think I'll do it in English. Okay.
Okay. Before we proceed forward, I just want to have the interpreter do an announcement to everyone else. Just go ahead and stay right there. For our interpreter, can you just go ahead and make an announcement to the gallery to see if anybody else needs your services?
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. Muy buenos días. ¿Alguien más presente necesita la asistencia de un intérprete en español?
¿Alguien más necesita intérprete en español? Levante la mano.
Okay, it doesn't look like anybody else needs your help here. It looks like Mr. Lopez Perez doesn't need an interpreter, so feel free to disconnect at any time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And sir, may I have your name and date of birth?
My date of birth, 10/17/1999.
Thank you. Is your name Dimas Lopez Perez?
Yes.
All right. We are here today on a Justice Court warrant out of the University Lakes Justice Court. It's for a case involving liquor, possessing an open container in a vehicle. I am setting an arraignment hearing in the University Lakes Justice Court on November 25th at 1:30 p.m. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance. That's a promise to appear at your next court date.
Yeah.
As a part of your release, I am ordering that you not contact any of the arresting officers, no drugs without a valid prescription, and no driving without a valid driver's license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No, I don't have no questions.
Okay, grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat.
Okay. Thank you.
Consuelo Hernandez Lucero to the podium, and Craig Bonney to the chair, please. I'll leave it there for right now. His attorney can make a record at the next hearing if that's needed. Good morning. May I have your name and date of birth?
Yes, my name is Consuelo Hernandez, and my date of birth is February 18, 1999.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of 1 count of aggravated assault, Class 3 felony, 1 count of unlawful imprisonment, Class 6 felony, and 1 count of assault, Class 1 misdemeanor. I will find probable cause, and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on November 18th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on November 21st at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a secured bond today in the amount of $25,000. If you do post bond, I'm also ordering that pretrial services supervises you in the community and that they install an ankle monitor on you prior to your release. I'm also ordering that you not return to the scene of any alleged crime, no contact with any listed victim, complainant, or witness, no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, and you must obey any terms of any order of protection or order against harassment that has been or will be issued. All that information is going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
Not at the moment.
Grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat. Craig Bonney to the podium and Nicholas Schuler to the chair, please. Good morning. May I have your name and date of birth?
Craig Bonnie, 12695.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of aggravated assault, Class 4 felony. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on November 18th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on November 21st at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a secured bond today in the amount of $25,000. If you do post bond, I am ordering that pretrial services supervises you in the community and that they install an ankle monitor on you prior to your release. I'm also ordering that you not return to the scene of any alleged crime, no contact with any listed victim, complainant, or witness, no weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you must obey any terms of any order of protection or order against harassment that has been or will be issued. Finally, I am ordering that if you do reside at the same location as any listed victim, that you must find an alternative place to stay and bring proof to your next court date. All that information is going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
You said I'm being held on the bond?
Correct.
25,000?
Correct.
On who?
So you have to post that bond in order to be released.
Who's the victim?
So you can talk with your attorney about that. Charges will be filed likely on this case. Your attorney will provide you all of that information at the next hearing. Go ahead and grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat. Nicholas Schuler to the podium and Shannara Anderson to the chair, please. Good morning. May I have your name and date of birth?
Nicholas William Schooler, 2/17/1999.
Thank you. We are here today on two different cases, a Superior Court new case and a probation violation. Your probation violation is for violating Term 1. Your new case, you were arrested on allegations of theft of means of transportation, Class 3 felony, narcotic drug possession, Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. I will find probable cause. I am going to appoint you an attorney on both of these cases. I am setting a status conference on November 18th at 8:30, a probation revocation arraignment hearing on November 19th at 8:30, and a preliminary hearing on November 21st at 8:30. All of those are going to be in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a secured bond on your new case in the amount of $2,500 and a $500 bond on your probation matter. So you have a total bond of $3,000. If you do post bond, I am ordering that you not return to the scene of any alleged crime, no contact with any listed victim, complainant, or witness, no weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you must contact probation within 72 hours of your release. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions? Okay, grab your paperwork to your left. Shannara Anderson to the podium and Rudy Ramirez to the chair, please. Good morning. May I have your name and date of birth?
Shannara Anderson, February 5th, 97.
Thank you. We are here today on two different probation violation warrants for violating terms 3, 4, and 5 of your probation. I will appoint you an attorney to represent you in both cases. I am setting a probation revocation arraignment hearing on November 19th at 8:30. That's in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a secured bond in the amount of $750 on the first case, $250 on the second case. So you have a total bond of $1,000. If you do post bond, I am ordering that you not possess any weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you must contact probation within 72 hours of your release. All that information is going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
When I got arrested, it said I had a $50 bond. What does that mean?
So on your probation matter, your second probation matter, the warrant called for a $50 bond. I'm not setting that. I'm setting a $250 bond on that case.
Okay, and do I tell you now about like my because I know I violated probation for the circumstances I need to do, like rehab or whatever.
So talk with your attorney about that. I'm giving you an attorney on both of these cases. You can go over with your attorney what was going on in your probation case, and you will be able to contest any probation violation. We're just here on the warrant for your arrest on both of those cases.
Oh, so I have two warrants or just one?
Two different warrants, because you're on two different instances of probation.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay, grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat. Rudy Ramirez to the podium and Brianna Hunt to the chair, please.
Good morning. May I have your name and date of birth?
Good morning. Rudy Ramirez,
January 14, 2005.
Thank you. We are here today on two different cases, a Superior Court new case and a probation violation. Your probation violation is for violating term 1 because of the new allegations of burglary in the 3rd degree class 4 felony. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on November 18th at 8:30, a probation revocation arraignment hearing on November 19th at 8:30, and a preliminary hearing on November 21st at 8:30. All that's going to be in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a secured bond in both of these cases, a $500 bond on your new case and $250 on your probation violation. So it's $750 total. If you do post bond, I am ordering that you not return to the scene of any alleged crime, no contact with any listed victim, complainant, or witness, no weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you must contact probation within 72 hours of your release. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No, no.
Okay, grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat.
Thank you.
Brianna Hunt to the podium and Owen Dameron to the chair, please. Good morning. May I have your name and date of birth?
Brianna Hunt, 8/29/95.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of dangerous drug possession, class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on November 25th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on December 2nd at 8:30, both in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance. That's a promise to appear at your next court date. As a part of your release, I will also order that you not have contact with the arresting officers and no drugs without a valid prescription. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions? Okay, grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat. Owen Dameron to the podium. And Ariella Serrano to the chair, please. Good morning. May I have your name and date of birth?
Owen Dameron, September 13th, 2006.
Thank you. We are here today on a Justice Court warrant out of the El Centro Justice Court for a case involving criminal trespassing. I am going to set an arraignment hearing in the El Centro Justice Court on November 20th at 9:30 a.m. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance. That's a promise to appear at your next court date. As a part of your release, I am ordering that you not return to the scene of any alleged crime, no contact with any arresting officers, and no possessing any drugs without a valid prescription. All that information is going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, I did have to reprint your paperwork, so go ahead and take a seat for right now. So I'll bring it out to you in just a moment.
Okay.
Over.
That's good to reprint.
Come back towards me.
Ariella Serrano to the podium. Good morning. May I have your name and date of birth?
Good morning, it's Ariella Serrano for 1304.
Thank you. We are here today on a municipal court new case out of the Goodyear Municipal Court. You were arrested on allegations of assault and disorderly conduct, both class 1 misdemeanors. I will find probable cause and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting an arraignment hearing on November 26th at 1 p.m. in the Goodyear Municipal Court. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance. That's a promise to appear at your next court date.
Yes.
As a part of your release, I am ordering that you not return to the scene of any alleged crime, no contact with any listed victim, complainant, or witness, no weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you must obey any terms of any order of protection or order against harassment that has been or will be issued. Finally, I am ordering that you not return to the scene of any location, even if you do reside at that location. If you do share a common residence with any listed victim, you must find an alternative place to stay and bring proof to your next court date. All that information is going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No
Okay,
questions.
grab your paperwork to your left and have a seat.
Thank you.
The final 3 matters on the calendar were all listed as house calls. Number 12 was listed as combative, 15 suicidal, and 6 was going through withdrawals. Based on those reports, I will find that they're a danger to themselves or others if they were brought to court, and I'll conduct their initial appearances at their cell. For number 6, Jason Hunt, we're here on Superior Court new case, arrested on allegations of robbery, class 4 felony, 2 counts of aggravated assault of a first responder, class 4 felonies, 1 count of resisting arrest, physical force, class 6 felony, 1 count of disorderly conduct, class 1 misdemeanor, 1 count of criminal damage, class 1 misdemeanor, and 1 count of assault, class 3 misdemeanor. I will find probable cause, appoint an attorney, set a status conference on November 18th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on November 21st at 8:30, and I will issue a secured bond in the amount of $25,000 with pretrial services supervision and electronic monitoring. Number 15, Jacob Campbell. We're here on a Justice Court warrant out of the North Valley Justice Court for a case involving disorderly conduct and criminal damage, a class 1 and class 2 misdemeanor. I will appoint an attorney to represent Mr. Campbell for the purposes of bond, and I will set an arraignment hearing in the North Valley Justice Court on November 14th at 8:30 a.m. Finally, number 12, Avery Goodson. We're here on a Superior Court new case, arrested on allegations of aggravated assault of a first responder, Class 4 felony, assault, Class 1 misdemeanor, and disorderly conduct, Class 1 misdemeanor. I will find probable cause. I'll appoint an attorney, set a status conference on November 18th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on November 21st at 8:30, and I will issue a secured bond in the amount of $2,500. I will conduct each of these initial appearances at their cell and provide them with a written copy. If I do need to make any modifications or changes, I will do so either on the record or in writing. That does conclude the 8 a.m. calendar. We will stand in recess until 11 a.m.
All right.
Thank you. Please be seated. Good morning. Do we have our interpreter on the line?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm online.
Thank you. And do you have the ability to do the concurrent simultaneous interpretation?
Your Honor, unfortunately, I don't, unless
Okay,
there
that's
is
fine.
a phone line that I could call and do that.
Can we do that? Okay, my staff are going to send you the phone number right now.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna dial that number, Your Honor, and I'm gonna put myself on mute.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, this is the Romanian interpreter. Hello, are you able to hear me? Okay.
Can you give her the headset? And for our interpreter, it does look like she has the headset on. Can you just verify that she can hear you?
Your Honor, I think I heard a yes, but not through the phone, through the courtroom. And if possible, for some reason I can hear my voice twice, but I think it's gonna work. I'm gonna put myself
let's go ahead and
back on
have Ms. Seema to the podium, please. Good morning. One moment, okay? Good morning. This is the time for the 11 a.m. calendar and initial appearance court on November 12th, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints made on the first calendar of this month will apply to all hearings on this calendar. Before we begin the calendar, I am going to proceed with the victim's rights advisement. If you are the victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have the rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, respect, and dignity, to a speedy trial, to be present at all court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before this court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. We are going to begin with our interpreter matter. We have Mihaela Seema at the podium. Ma'am, may I have your name and date of birth?
Sima Mihaela, 070893.
Mihaela Sima, 0708-1993.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court grand jury warrant. You were indicted on one count of theft, control of property, Class 2 felony, and 12 counts of organized retail theft of merchandise, Class 4 felonies. These are all allegations in August and September, August of 2025, and then September of 2023. I will appoint you an attorney to represent you in this case. I am setting an arraignment hearing on November 19th at 8:30. That'll be in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to affirm the bond in the grand jury warrant. That's a $150,000 cash bond. If you do post that bond, you can be released, but I'm also ordering that you not return to the scene of any alleged crime, no contact with any alleged victims, complainants, or witnesses, no contact with the arresting officers, and no drugs without a valid prescription. All this information will be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
Da, vă rog frumos, dacă se poate să-mi scadă și mie un pic mai puțin în bondul ca să pot să plătesc, să ajung acasă la copilașul meu. Am un copil de 1 an și 4 luni care l-a lăptez și nu mănâncă lapte, nu vrea biberon. Vă rog din tot sufletul meu, știu că sunt greșită și am greșit, nu mai fac niciodată în viața mea.
Your Honor, if you could please lower my bond. The bond is too high, and I have a baby at home. Who's exclusively fed through breast milk. So that's the only way I can feed that baby. I do admit that I made a mistake. I promise it's not going to happen again. But please, if you could lower my bond so that I can go home and feed my baby.
So at this point in time, we are here on what's called a grand jury warrant. The grand jury process is sealed in nature, so not even I know what was presented to the grand jury at this point. Because the grand jury heard all of the information and the judicial officer set a bond in the amount that they did in the warrants, I am inclined to affirm that at this point in time because I don't have more information. I am also concerned that it does appear that there's another out-of-state warrant for your arrest as well. So on top of these allegations, there's allegations in other states. Because of that, I am going to affirm the bond and the warrant, but I am appointing you an attorney. I would suggest talking with your attorney, and if your attorney wants to ask for a modification of these orders at the next hearing, your attorney can do so.
Okay. Și dacă îmi plătește soțul meu cauțiunea cu 10%, poate ies afară la copilul meu?
So, but if my husband can pay 10% of that bond, is that possible for me to get out and be with my baby?
So it is a cash bond in the amount of $150,000. If your husband wanted to go through a bonding company, your husband would have to call the bonding companies to see what their terms are, but typically it's going to require a lot of collateral. You'll have to contact them to see what their terms are, but it likely will not be the 10% plus collateral option.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, grab your paperwork to your left and hand the officer your headset, please.
Ok, vă mulțumesc frumos. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much.
And for our interpreter, that was the only one that we had that needed a Romanian interpreter, so thank you so much for being available, but feel free to disconnect at any time.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. My pleasure to help. Have a good day.
Thank you as well.
Thank you.
Tremaine Munson to the podium. And then we'll have Joseph Stacy in the chair right outside of the courtroom. Good morning. May I have your name and date of birth?
Tremaine LeVar Munson.
Your date of birth?
Oh, July 10th, 1983.
Thank you. We are here today on a Superior Court new case. You were arrested on allegations of aggravated assault, domestic violence, impeding breathing, which is a Class 4 felony. You were also arrested on allegations of disorderly conduct and assault. Those are Class 1 misdemeanors. I will find probable cause on these allegations, and I will appoint you an attorney. I am setting a status conference on November 18th at 8:30 and a preliminary hearing on November 21st at 8:30. Both of those will be in the downtown Superior Court. I am going to issue a secured bond today in the amount of $25,000. If you do post bond, I am ordering that pretrial services supervises you in the community and that they install an ankle monitor on you prior to your release. I'm also ordering that you not have contact with any alleged victim, complainant, or witness, no weapons, drugs, or alcohol, and you must obey any terms of any order of protection or order against harassment that has been or will be issued. Finally, I am ordering that if you do share a common residence with any listed victim in this case, that you have to find an alternative place to stay and bring proof to your next court date. All that information is going to be in your paperwork. Did you have a question?
Yes, sir. So, that bond is very high. I got a job out there, man. I got also a heart condition right now, which I supposed to went to a heart doctor earlier today, and my heart rate right now is at 70. I'm at 47, and it's been like that since I've been incarcerated. And I was wanting to see if I could at least get on pretrial services or anything like that. You know what I mean? And I would check in every day. I haven't had no convictions or been in any trouble with the law since 2015. You know what I mean? I'm out here every day. I get up and go to work. The only thing I do is fish.
And sir, I appreciate what you're telling me. I do have to take a look at about 15 different factors when I'm setting release conditions. I did see here that your last felony conviction was in 2011, so you do have a lack of criminal history recently anyway, to take into consideration in this case. What I also have to take into consideration, though, are the nature of the allegations in front of me today and the potential danger to any community member or victim in this case. The allegations against you here today are very violent. And so I do have severe concerns about the victim's safety if I were to release you on less onerous means. So I am going to order that bond be posted and that an ankle monitor be placed on you prior to your release. If you do want to go through a bonding company, typically they require 10% plus collateral. So if you'd like to go with that option, you'll get additional information when you get over to processing. But that bond does need to be posted before you can be released.
I won't be able to do it. And I know I shouldn't be saying
in terms
much.
of your medical, I don't mean to cut you off, but in terms of your medical, there is a medical coverage while you're in custody. Let the detention officers know that you'd like to see medical.
Well, I've already did that, and they basically told me to go see my specialist, which I supposed to went to go see today.
Well, they're not going to tell you to see your specialist while you're in custody because you're not going to be able to.
Well,
so when you get over to processing, let them know that you're having some heart issues, and they'll let you see medical here.
So the $25,000 is just. It's going to be there no matter.
That's going to be my order today.
It wouldn't be able to be lowered just a little bit.
You can talk with your attorney about that, and your attorney can ask for a modification at the next hearing. But for today's purposes, that's going to be my order.
So one more question, and then that's it. So that means I'm gonna probably be here until I get either sent to prison or put on probation, huh?
Not necessarily. There's a wide range of things that could happen from here forward. I would suggest talking to your attorney. You will be incarcerated unless you post that bond, or at least until your next hearing, which is the 18th. So it'll be up to your next judge what happens from here.
Thank you, Judge.
No problem. Grab your paperwork and have a seat. Joseph Stacy to the podium and Michael Pond to the chair, please. Morning.
There's no paperwork for that.
No. Good morning. May I have your name and date of birth?
Joseph Stacy, 10/13/88.
Thank you. We are here today on a Justice Court new case out of the Highland Justice Court. You were arrested on allegations of exceeding the posted speed limit by more than 20 miles per hour and reckless driving. Both of those are misdemeanor allegations. I will appoint you I'm going to set an arraignment hearing in the Highland Justice Court because I am finding probable cause. That's going to be on November 20th at 9 a.m. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance. That's a promise to appear at your next court date. I am going to also order that you not have contact with any of the arresting officers and no driving without a valid driver's license. It is possible that your license has been suspended based on the allegations, so check with the MBD before you get behind the wheel of any vehicle. I don't know the current status of your license. All that's going to be in your paperwork. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, grab your paperwork and to your left and have a seat.
Thank you.
Michael Pond to the podium. Good morning. May I have your name and date of birth?
Michael Pond, 3978.
Thank you. We are here today on a Justice Court warrant out of the Santan Justice Court. It's for a case involving theft, which is a misdemeanor allegation. I am setting an arraignment hearing in the Santan Justice Court on December 2nd at 9 a.m. It does look like this is a failure to pay warrant. Yeah. I am going to release you today on your own recognizance. Just make sure you contact the Santan Justice Court about what's outstanding and what you need to do moving forward. Okay. At a minimum, though, you have to go to that hearing on the 2nd.
2nd, December, right?
The December 2nd, yep, and that'll be in your paperwork. As a part of your release, I'm also going to order that you not have contact with the arresting officers and no drugs without a valid prescription.
Yeah.
Any questions?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, grab your paperwork and have a seat. And then number 4, 5, and 6 for Benito Cruz was listed as a house call, listed as in isolation due to being a danger to others or combative. So I will find that there's cause for them to be held and not brought into court today. I will conduct their initial appearance at their cell. For Benito Cruz, we're here today on 2 arrest warrants and a justice court warrant. The justice court warrant is a Santan Justice Court case for driving with a suspended license. I will appoint an attorney, set an arraignment hearing in the Santan Justice Court on November 14th at 8:30 a.m., and I will issue a $50 secured appearance bond. For the first arrest warrants for allegations of 1 count of dangerous drug possession, Class 4 felony, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. Second arrest warrant is 1 count of narcotic drug possession, Class 4 felony. I will appoint an attorney on these 2 cases as well, set them both for a status conference on November 18th at 8:30, and a preliminary hearing on November 21st at 8:30. I will issue a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250 in the first case, $750 on the second case. It's a total bond of $1,050. I will conduct the initial appearance from Mr. Cruz at his cell and provide him with a copy of his release conditions. If I do need to make any modifications or changes, I'll do so either on the record or in writing. That does conclude the 11 a.m. calendar. We will stand in recess until 2 p.m.